Well, the South African Revenue Service says it will make use of data-driven insights, self-learning computers and artificial intelligence to fight tax evasion. SARS says it's also working towards providing digital and streamlined services to the public, as well as rebuilding public trust and confidence. While the process of modernizing the revenue collector systems has started, I'm joined now by Senior Tax Attorney of Tax Consulting South Africa, Toit, to help us understand this. Jean, good evening. And thanks so much for your time. I'm an idiot when it comes to all things taxes and SARS and finances and all of that. So do you understand how all of this is going to work?
Well, so SARS announced that they have embarked on a journey to reimagine SARS to build a smarter revenue authority. As the Commissioner himself has acknowledged, the governance structures, the skills, the relationships at SARS have all but been eroded. So as part of this initiative, they seek to procure new technology that they'll put in the hands of their officials, and also to go on a recruitment drive to, as the Commissioner put it, to enrich the gene pool at SARS, to ultimately create a revenue authority that will serve compliant taxpayers better, but equally as important, to be tougher on taxpayers who are non-compliant.
I mean, you've obviously scrutinized what this plan is. Do you see what some of the challenges might be when it comes to this?
Well, first of all, on the one side, it is important to, get new technology and artificial intelligence, as they said that they would. But one thing that is quite interesting is that from the positions that have been advertised, I think there are 29 at the moment, are all for executive positions. And as we all know, that over the last couple of years, there's been a massive exodus at SARS in officials leaving. I mean, I think there's a report in 2017 that indicated in that year alone, over 500 officials left the Revenue Authority with an average years of experience of almost 15 years. So it begs the question whether SARS will, recruit more foot soldiers, auditors, legal counsel, forensic auditors, people who will be using the technology.
So, it's one thing to catch the tax dodgers out there and to have a system that actually gets those, who are guilty of not wanting to or ducking their duties. But what about diligent taxpayers who themselves are waiting on SARS to deliver what it's supposed to? I mean, an example is VAT repayments for businesses. And I know some have been waiting for years and years and years. Will something like this also work on that side of things?
Well, that's a very important point that you make there, because I think at the moment, and from what we've seen in practice certainly, is that the compliant taxpayers are feeling the pinch. SARS, whether it's because they are in their system, they are scrutinizing them a lot more, and it looks like certain taxpayers who are outside the net are just getting away with murder. And that's what SARS, it's part of their 2024 vision to create and provide a better service to compliant taxpayers.
Now, I mean, do you think that all of this, I mean, SARS was once a world-class institution. Would something like this, would a move like this get it back to where it was once?
Well, that's difficult to say, because
is it a step in that direction?
It's certainly a positive step in that direction, acknowledging SARS's shortcomings. Whether SARS will cast its net wider in recruitment and perhaps look abroad to, get new, fresh blood and critical skills in there to build a solid foundation, that might be important from our side.
Do you think we need it from abroad? We don't have it in this country?
Perhaps.
Be honest.
Perhaps. I mean, there are certainly those out there who feel that SARS doesn't really have the capability to audit taxpayers effectively. They do it in a certain way. You tick certain boxes on the return. There are certain flags that if you have certain behavior, then you get into the system. But other than that, there's no real way of engaging with taxpayers' affairs, especially with companies, to find out where people are dodging their taxes.
Will this go some way towards alleviating corruption within SARS?
Yes, I think so. It looks like they have started from the top up to get the governance in place and perhaps build down from there. So I think that is certainly a positive step. Okay,
so I wonder how long this is going to take, or when they envisage actually getting a system like this going full steam.
That's a good question. I mean, the vision is for 2024. How quickly the wheels will be turning and if and when we'll see any changes is anyone's guess at this stage.
Okay, well, let's hope we all will benefit from this at some point in the future. Thank you very much. Senior Tax Attorney at Tax Consulting South Africa, Toit, breaking it down for us.